Hi, Maria here. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm excited to give you a run through of my whole entire perfume collection. So I've never done, well no, I did this once at the very beginning of my channel, but I haven't done it for like a year and a half, almost 2 years I think. So the collection has definitely expanded and I'm excited to share with you all of them. But before I get started, if you haven't subscribed, just go ahead and hit that button. I would love for you to be part of the Weird and Wonderful family. And without further ado, let's get into this. So, yay! I'm not going to go into depth, obviously, because it's going to take forever, but this video will probably be a little long because I have to introduce you to my friends. So it may take a while, so grab a snack or a drink or whatever, just pause me and come on back and we'll get started right now. The first one is L'Eau d'Issy by Issey Miyake, and this is Rose and Rose. This one is kind of a rose light raspberry fragrance, and I think it's going to be gorgeous for the summer. I don't think the longevity will be amazing, but I'll keep you posted on that. Next fragrance is by Zara, and this one is called Lily Pad. Now this is just a light gourmand. It's quite pretty. I don't think you can get it anymore. It's sweet, it's pretty. Same thing with this one. This one's called Yellow Sun by Zara. This one's quite juicy, it's happy. I really enjoy wearing this one. I enjoy wearing this one over this one, but they're both really nice. Next, I have Serge Lutens Un Bois Vanille. This is just a beautiful vanilla woody fragrance. Nothing more to say, it's really quite pretty. If you love vanilla, this is a great one. Next is Two Flavors by Perfume Parlor. This is a dupe for Spiritus Double Vanille by Guerlain. This one I really enjoy. It's kind of got a smoky quality, but honestly, out of my vanillas, this, yeah, if I were to choose between these two, I actually prefer this one just because I like that smokiness. Another great vanilla is Salted Noir by Pascal Marabito. This is a rather new one to my collection, and I think out of all of them, I prefer this one over the other two. This one has a little bit more spice to it. I think there's cinnamon in this one, and it's just delicious. Next are my two Sofia Vergara fragrances. So I have just the original Sofia and Love, and at first I wasn't crazy about Love, but now I love Love. So these are both gorgeous. This is a little lighter and juicier, has better longevity. This one is kind of like, it'd be kind of like a La Nuit Trésor type fragrance, so fruity but kind of smoky fruity, blackberry kind of essence in this. This has I think blackberry and plum. So this would be like your day and this would be like your evening. They're both gorgeous. Zara's Rich Warm Addictive. This is a favorite one for me for bed. Smells like boozy sweetness. Like it's just yum. It's yum. Next is my only 4711 Aqua Colonial that I have left, and this one's Lemon and Ginger. It's just a fresh kind of gingery, spicy, it smells a little bit like furniture polish, but I really, really love it. But it doesn't last at all, so like you get about half an hour out of it. Next, of course, is my beloved Jasmine Wisp. This one is something you could wear all year round. It's pretty potent. This is just kind of a mosh of fruity, like white floral goodness. It's loud, it's obnoxious, and I absolutely love it. Next are my three Oakshas. I've got another one coming in a birthday haul here fairly soon, but I've got Night in Cannes, and this is an inspiration for Fève Délicieuse by Christian Dior, I believe. Yeah, by Dior. So this one, it's kind of spicy. I'm still unsure about this one, but as far as like the potency of these Oaksha fragrances, phenomenal. Next one is Tribal Vow. It's beautiful, like it's a little bit smoky as well. Really potent, unisex, gorgeous. It's really gorgeous. And then I have Moira, and this is a inspiration for Parfums de Marly's Herod. Again, this one's sweet, it's cinnamony, spicy. To me, like, although this is considered a masculine, like Parfums de Marly's Harrod is considered masculine. Honestly, this is more feminine leaning than I would say Tribal Vow. So both definitely unisex. Now I have this one. It was on the chopping block for quite a while, but I kind of think I want to give it another go. So I never did get rid of it. And it's Lalique Le Parfum. Now this is a vanilla fragrance. It has a basil in it, or no, bay leaf, I believe. So it's kind of a green vanilla, and it's quite interesting. So I think my nose is appreciating this more, so I'm going to give it more of a try. And then I also have, of course, Amethyst by Lalique. This one is, to me, my fairy elf, or my elf princess fragrance. It's just gorgeous. It's kind of fruity, but it's not a sweet fruit. It's like a slightly underripe berry fruit. With the stems and the wood and everything. So this one I really love. It's very refreshing. It smells like the woods kind of after a rain with all the leaves and berries and everything. It's just, I find it extremely refreshing. And another kind of green vanilla would be Marc Jacobs Decadence. This is the only Marc Jacobs I have in my collection. I'm not really a fan of Marc Jacobs, but this one, although it took me a while to get, like, for it to grow on me because it's really green, like it's way more green than the Lalique. This one, I just find it quite sexy. It's got a plum in here. There's some sort of greenness in with the vanilla. And I really, really enjoy this one, yeah. Next is Hane Mori by Hane Mori. So this one is apparently very similar to Michelef's Ylang in Gold, although this one is more synthetic. This one definitely is synthetic, so it's got a very synthetic strawberry. It's kind of creamy, and I don't wear it often, but I kind of like it, even though it's a little bit plasticky. There's something about it that I just find really soft and feminine. So yeah, still holding on to this one. Next is Sarah Jessica Parker's Lovely. I may include this one in a chopping block pretty soon. This is a beautiful musk, but I find that I don't wear it very much. I think that I want to start trying to pair my musks with other fragrances because on their own, I'm not a musk girl. Like, I just don't tend to pick them up very often. This one I haven't worn yet, but I'm really excited to, and it's Versace's Versence. So this one is just a very kind of green citrus. So I'm looking forward to wearing it in the summer. Like, I get like a bergamot lime kind of combo with this one. I just think it'll be super invigorating, and yeah, I'm excited about that one. The next one that was a super, super duper exciting find for me was Flora Botanica by Balenciaga. It smells like an English garden that has mint in it, and it's just rained, and it's kind of dewy all outside. It's just gorgeous. Like, I'm so excited to have this and really looking forward to wearing this in the spring. This one is Wonder Rose, and there's creepiness in this one. Holy moly, what's the creepiness? It still smells normal, but that's just gross. Like, there's cloudy things in it. So I'm gonna be getting rid of this one. Next is my Comptoir Sud Pacifique in Cocoa Figue. Now this is a coconut fig fragrance. I do enjoy this one. I didn't wear it much. There's kind of somehow a metallic note in this one that I'm not sure I'm really digging, but it's still very coconutty with a little bit of greenness from that fig, so I don't want to get rid of it. I have Jennifer Aniston's Chapter 1. This is a fantastic fragrance, and it's a dupe actually, or very, very similar to Eau de Soleil Blanc. So if you love Tom Ford Eau de Soleil Blanc, but it's too pricey, this isn't an exact. This is going to give you a very similar vibe. So if you can't find Bobbi Brown Beach anymore, or if you really love Tom Ford's Eau de Soleil Blanc, but you want a more affordable option, Jennifer Aniston's Chapter 1. It's a weird shaped bottle, but it's a great alternative to those. Then I have a Perfume Parlor dupe for Bronze Goddess. It's called Sulfur 0114. The name just cracks me up because sulfur to me smells like rotten eggs. So not sure why they would choose to name this other than Sulfur Sun. Like, I don't know, it's so weird. Bronze Goddess is nice, but if I were to choose kind of a summery, sophisticated fragrance, I would tend to reach for Terracotta over a Bronze Goddess. In fact, I did own the actual Bronze Goddess and I decided to declutter it because I had this, and I don't find that I gravitate towards it very much because I reach so much for the Terracotta. Bobbi Brown Beach. This is just gorgeous. This is definitely more sunscreeny than the Jennifer Aniston Chapter 1, just smelling the two of them together. I love Bobbi Brown Beach. It's a great kind of sunscreen-esque fragrance. Nice on its own, nice paired with other fragrances, but it just doesn't last very long, so keep that in mind. Next, I have my Elizabeth Arden fragrances. My favorite would be Fifth Avenue Royale. I've talked about this a lot. To me, it has Noir Parfum vibes, so it's kind of a raspberry liqueur, but kind of a little bit creamy. I think this is gorgeous, and it's so freaking affordable. This isn't like a massive projector either, but it's, you know, if you want something where someone comes in and gets a little whiff, and sometimes that's way more sexy than just being, you know. $14.99, 75 mils. I think you can get it for like 20 bucks for even larger one on FragranceNet. So this is fantastic. Elizabeth Arden is white tea. Basically, that's what you get in this. It's a clean white tea fragrance. Doesn't last long either. I like this, but it's not my favorite. Then comes the green tea lines. Elizabeth Arden's Green Tea Pear Blossom. I've got Nectarine Blossom, and I have Pomegranate. Pear Blossom is my least favorite. It's a little more green, and the pear isn't super juicy and sweet. So this is more greenish, whereas these two are a little bit more fruity. So this smells like kind of a peach tea. It's just kind of a light peach, like sweet peach tea. Love it. And then this pomegranate one, it's awesome. Like, it's really super fruity. So I actually have two of them. But I really, really love, I love this line for summer. It's just really fun and easy and doesn't last long. It's not overpowering. You gotta respray, but I don't care because they're just fun. And then I have Always Red Femme by Elizabeth Arden. This is very sweet. It's pleasant. Like, when I smell it, it smells so nice. It smells similar to like C from Armani. It's similar to that. Not quite as potent, maybe not as well rounded, but it's that same sort of vibe. This thing lasts like 2-3 hours max, but it is a nice one, and again, super cheap. Okay, next I have Ariana Grande's Cloud. I took the Cloud off because I think that the Cloud is so extremely cheeseball, but I actually like this bottle. I like the blue. I don't know, I just think it looks cool without that stupid cloud. Now this one, it's sweet, it's kind of benzoin-y, it supposedly has cotton candy and coconut. To me, it's just kind of a sweet, like a sweet kind of airy fragrance. I like it, but it's not totally my favorite. So as you can see, I haven't used tons of it. Next one is Rihanna's Reb Fleur. And this one's just a really pretty, kind of sexy, like there's coconut, it's a little bit boozy, plum in it, great for summer, a little bit tropical. I can't stand the bottle. It's supposed to be like a stiletto heel. To me, somehow it looks like a distorted Eiffel Tower. But I don't like it. Like, I just don't like this bottle at all. Next is Hugo Boss's The Scent Private Accord for Her. This is one of my favorite bedtime fragrances. I just find it so relaxing. It smells like powdered milk chocolate with orange and a little bit of floral in there, and I love this one for bedtime. Then I have Valentino's Donna Born in Roma. This one, I wore this one today. I can't smell it on myself after about half hour, so I don't know. I must go anosmic to it. It's not necessarily doing it for me, but when I do get whiffs, I enjoy it. So this one might not stay for much longer. Okay, next I have Gigi by Avatim. Now this one was given to me by Danny from Deep Green Beauty, and she is a wonderful person. This is a Brazilian fragrance. It's really beautiful. It's quite ambery. It's got some pomegranate in, like there's a bit of juiciness to it. It's really beautiful, and I can't wait actually to try wearing this in the summer. I think it's gonna really blossom more in the heat. I think I'm gonna get more of the fruit in the heat than the amber. But yeah, it's similar. Like, I had my friend Lori over here the other night, and she smelt it and went, oh, it's kind of similar to terracotta. And it kind of is. Like, there is that terracotta-esque vibe, but this one has a bit more fruits in it. I have La Rive in Flames. Now, this is an inspired fragrance for Olympia, Olympia by Paco Rabanne. This to me isn't the greatest dupe. It's a little bit weak. So yeah, not really thrilled with that one. I have Fleur de Femme. You've heard me talk about this one quite a lot. I really enjoy this fragrance. It's an inspired version of Poison Girl. So you get kind of that juicy, I think it smells a little bit like a juicy sweet sangria. So this one has, unlike Poison Girl, this one has cherry in it. Lots of almond in there, so it's a gorgeous fragrance. I really, really enjoy wearing this one. Another one that I really love from La Rive is Taste of Kiss. Now this one is an inspired version of La Nuit Trésor. It's very, very nice. It's not exact. So La Nuit Trésor, it lasts longer and it's a little bit more smoky and deep, but this one is still really excellent. I so enjoy wearing this one. All of these you're gonna get 4 or 5 hours, but like this bottle, like these are like under $15. So I think this one's $9, this one's $12, something like that. So super, super affordable. So yeah, you can't really go wrong with these. Like, they're really decent, these two in particular. The other one that I have is Sweet Hope by La Rive, and this is for hypnotic poison. This one I like less. It's a very almond. It smells like a sweet almond icing. It's just not something that I want to smell like. So I don't mind smelling it on the cap, but I don't enjoy massive amounts of almond. I find it a little bit sickly. So this one's not really for me, but I keep it for reference. One that I've had for quite some time, it's another one that Lori gave me. This is Insolence by Guerlain. This is from the old bottle, and this is an eau de toilette. This one, people say that this smells like candied violets. I've never smelled candied violets. This one, for me, I really hated it, but now I'm kind of starting to like it. So we'll see what happens with this one. I'm actually glad I kept it, because I kind of think I'm going to start wearing this one in the spring. Somehow I'm liking it now. Next one is Casimir by Chopard. Now this one is kind of similar to the Hanemori one and Ylang Gold. Like, they've got some similarities. This one, to me, I like this one better than Hanemori. It doesn't smell quite as synthetic. There's still a synthetic quality, but to me this is like a lot of apricot. And it's a little bit thicker, so I actually prefer this one. And yeah, I don't wear it very often, but I won't get rid of it because somehow it reminds me of my grandma, and I just loved her so much. So this one's going to be staying in my collection forever. Next one is Jovan's Musk. I never wear this one. It's musky, but I keep it because it reminds me of when I was a teenager, because I remember smelling this, so it's gonna stay. Another one is Aquilina's Pink Sugar. This one, again, super sweet. It's not really my vibe. When something's just sweet and linear, or musky and linear, to me it's just personality-less. So I keep this on hand because it's majorly popular, but it's not one I tend to wear. Okay, next one, I love it. It's Elisab Le Parfum Royal. It's my favorite Elisab, I would say. This one is orange and rose. It's sexy, it's powerful. The only thing is that the lid's busted, which drives me crazy. So the piece that should be around here came off and got stuck in the lid. So that's annoying to me, but I love this fragrance. Elisab Le Parfum. This is the OG. White floral, like it's orange blossom. It's very feminine. It's quite heady, but it has honey and orange in it. So I really like this one. I think it's kind of sexy. And when I want to smell super sophisticated, feminine, and businesslike, I wear this. Okay, next Elisab is Girl of Now Shine. This is my favorite out of the Girl of Now collection. This one has a pineapple note. I still get that warm nuttiness to it. I find this one so comforting. It's just gorgeous, and I just love these bottles. The other one that I have is Girl of Now Forever. This one, I haven't been able to bring myself to declutter it, but I think I need to, because I never wear it, because I find that it has lemon zest in it, and I find it really, really sharp. So where this one is just a soft, delicious pineapple, kind of cooked pineapple with the warm nuts, this one, you can't smell any pistachio. It's kind of a little bit almond heavy, and then it has a little bit of raspberry, which I really love, but then that lemon zest, it's so potent, and it's a bit tart, like way tart and harsh. So this one, it doesn't dry down nice on me. I just can't vibe with this one, but I kind of want to keep it because I keep on thinking maybe at some point I'll love it. Plus, I just love having these bottles. They're just so gorgeous. Next are my Michael Kors. I've got Michael Kors Starlight Shimmer and Twilight Shimmer. So out of these two, Twilight Shimmer is definitely my favorite. It has a plum note in it that is so sexy. I think it's got praline and oud in it, and it's just unbelievably delicious. Now this one, Starlight Shimmer, it reminds me a bit of Shakehoff Oud. So it's got that oudness, it's got oud in it, it's got rose. It smells a little bit saffron-y to me, but it also smells like, you know, the Michael Kors vanilla. It smells like it has the vanilla in it. So it's nice, but Twilight Shimmer, like 100 times better. Crystal Noir by Versace. This one, I love smelling it on the cap. It smells sophisticated. It smells cold and aloof, basically, but it just doesn't smell good on me. It just smells like peppery soap on me. Next are my Jean Paul Gaultiers, which are definitely some of my favorite. So I have So Scandal. This one has raspberry, milk, and tuberose. Cheery, uplifting, delicious. I love this. Then I have Scandal à Paris. This smells to me a little bit more similar to the original Scandal, which is too much honey for me. So this one has honey. It's got jasmine. It's just sexy. Like, I just find this one sexy. It's got pear, jasmine, and honey. So I get that honey, but the pear kind of keeps it fresh and a little bit lighter. Love this. I've got Classique Essence de Parfum. Now this is kind of like a fizzy ginger drink to start with, and then it becomes like a warm ginger cake to me. This one is Orange Blossom Heavy, and it actually pairs really nice with this. Like, if you want to amp up the Orange Blossom, but add some spiciness, these two make a great combination. Last Jean Paul Gaultier for now is La Belle, and I just absolutely, I'm so in love with this fragrance. It's probably one of my favorite fragrances ever. I just love the pear in this one. It's just juicy, sweet, a little bit spicy, makes my mouth water, sexy, love it. Next are my Mugler fragrances. So I talked about these recently, EDT and EDP of Angel Muse. Angel Muse EDP, it smells a little bit more spicy. Lots of people find that it smells like hazelnut, like Nutella, like powdered Nutella is what people say. So a little bit dusty. I find that because of the grapefruit and the patchouli, it smells more like a tea to begin with. But then as it dries down, it becomes a lot more spicy. This one develops a little bit more on the skin, so it has a few different phases, whereas the EDT is passion fruit heavy. You get that chocolate, I'd say, a little bit sooner, but you definitely get that passion fruit throughout. It's quite tart, it's very fruity, and it's really uplifting and fun to wear as well. Next are my Aliens. I have the Alien Original. Now this is the Terry Mugler version. I don't know if it's much different. I did have the newer version, like a sample, and I was going to do a comparison. Maybe I need to do that because lots of people say it doesn't smell anything like the original. Others say it does smell like the original. Like, there's lots of debate on whether they're similar, if the reformulation sucks. So this is the OG. This is a Terry Mugler version. So yeah, I'm really happy to have that. Then I have Alien Eau Sublime. This has the alien DNA, but it's got a solar quality and a bit of citrus in it. So this one is great for summer. It's an easy reach, it's awesome. And then of course the coveted Alien Essence Absolute. I just think it is a shame that they got rid of this. It's stunning. It smells like there's nothing sexier than Alien Essence Absolute. It's just gorgeous. So yeah, love, love, love this one. Wish I had a 60 ml. Okay, next fragrance is La Vie Belle by Lancome. This one I was not a fan of until I wore Gigi by Avatim, and then somehow this one came alive for me. So this one is praline, fruit, patchouli. It's a mosh of stuff. But somehow I just find it really quite intoxicating and have been loving wearing this one this winter, like loving wearing it. My only Montale, and it is Intense Cafe. This one is roses, sweet creaminess with a little bit of coffee thrown in, so it smells like a coffee latte, sweet, sweet, sweet coffee latte. It is a powerhouse of a fragrance. It's awesome. Tuiles d'Hermès. This one, it's got ginger and tuberose in it, so it smells like a white floral with a little bit of spice, sweet. I think of spring when I smell this one, like somehow it just smells springy to me. So looking forward to pulling that out. I think there must be orange blossom in this one too, because I can kind of smell it. And isn't this bottle darling? Like, I'm sorry, but that's just really cute. Kayali's Invite Only Amber 23. This one, love the smell on the cap. Don't love the smell on me. Somehow it just smells like it's just underwhelming completely, and the longevity I find really poor on this on me. So I wish that the way it smelt on the cap that it smelled like that on me, but it just doesn't. So yeah, Now I have my Be Layered fragrances. They're some of my favorites. So first one, Cherry Delight. This is an inspired version of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. I would say that it smells like the opening of Lost Cherry. It's like, if you like that linear opening of Lost Cherry, this would be a great one, and this is a great layering fragrance as well. Then I have First Kiss. This currently is probably my favorite fragrance in my collection, simply because it smells like Delina by Parfums de Marly, which someday I'll own, but for now, this one it's still wonderful. Like, I just love it. Smells smoky, rose, feminine, sexy. It's amazing. Then I have Dolled Up, which is the inspired version for Supreme Bouquet by YSL. This is like a tuberose heavy fragrance with fruits in it. It's sweet, it's delicious, it's uplifting. I really enjoy wearing this one. And the longevity, like especially of these two, but even this one, like I get 10 hours out of this one. I get easy 10, if not 12 out of these, and it stays on your clothes forever. Like, these are really excellent quality fragrances. Next is Velvet Vanilla by Mancera. I love this fragrance. I don't wear it tons for whatever reason, but I love it. It's vanilla, it's tuberose, it's got a little bit of pear, there's a bit of greenness in it. It just smells to me, something about it just makes me happy. It smells hopeful. It's my hopeful smelling fragrance and I happen to love it. So yeah, I love this one. Another pear one in tuberose is L'Interdit by Givenchy. It's a lot more syrupy and sweet. When I wear it, I love it, but I don't find that I gravitate towards it tons. But man, I love the smell of it. It smells like a syrupy pear with tuberose. Sexy, delicious, gorgeous, classy. You can't go wrong. Got a couple Federico Majoras, and then my son has one downstairs. So this one, it's 906. This is the Tobacco Vanille dupe. It's actually a pretty decent dupe. It's not as good, but the longevity is decent. Definitely, if it's on and you smell it, like if my son had this on, I'd go, oh, you're wearing Tobacco Vanille. Like, it smells like Tobacco Vanille, but there are differences in it, but really decent. Pure Royal 900. This is a Tom Ford dupe for Lost Cherry again. I would say that this one is closer to Tom Ford than the Be Layered, because this has kind of that woody component as well. It's a little bit more delicate than the cherry and Be Layered, but you still get that top note and everything. I would say this is a more sophisticated, inspired version. For sure, it's really nice. Now my two floral street fragrances. First is Ylang Ylang Espresso. This, I've said it before, like when I smell it, I instantly think, like I think of, you know, in the movie Grease, like kind of like that, you know, what's going on? Like that kind of sound, and kind of you're wearing leopard print and you've got a red scarf on and somehow, and then you're making out in the back of a truck on Blueberry Hill. The back of a truck? How about the back of a car? Back of a Chevy, yeah, on Blueberry Hill. Like I got my thrills on Blueberry Hill. That's this in a nutshell. It smells a little bit kind of dirty and bad, but then like, so it's coffee fragrance. Okay, it's too much explanation. Coffee fragrance, and then it starts to warm up and it smells like kind of coffee tiramisu, gets a little more gourmandy. This one is totally fun, and I have been complimented on this one, so yeah, love it. And this one is a beast for performance. Like it's gonna last over 10 hours on your skin. The next one is not a beast for performance, and it's Wonderland Peony by Floral Street. This is pretty, it's feminine, it smells like, this smells like a lady, and this smells like a tramp. Like, so depending on what you want to be, like this smells innocent, like, you know, like I said before, like a pastel carnival, and, you know, all happy, and then like it's a musical. It smells like a musical. This smells like, this one smells, this one smells a little bit tart-like, if you know what I mean, but like they both have their place, and I love them both equally. On the last bin, Homestretch. Yeah, let's get to it. So I have Elizabeth and James Nirvana Rose. This one I love. This one smells to me like a dusty rose fragrance and wine. The longevity isn't amazing, but I just really enjoy wearing this one. I imagine smelling this in a library where there's roses that have started to wilt a little bit from the like early 1900s or something, like a fancy like English manor type thing. But this doesn't smell old-fashioned, although it's got kind of a deeper, darker kind of wilted rose smell to it. Max, a Velvet Teddy. Like I said before, this one's on the chopping block. Smells like root beer. Smells like the dry down to me of L'Entrée Rouge, which isn't a bad thing, but I'm just not crazy about the root beer aspect. Next one, Sheikhoff Oud by Swiss Arabian. This one, I love it. It smells like saffron, rose, praline. It's sweet, but it's sexy. It's got oud in it. Ugh, it's awesome. This is Florence by Swiss Arabian. This one, whoa, like it's like this bottle's alive. It's got so much goo on it. Okay, so this one, it's very similar to Mancera's Roses Venice. So a sweet rose, a little bit tart, a little bit apple juicy to me. I really enjoy wearing this one. It's fruity. This one gets me compliments as well. Love it. I'm going to do my Dolce & Gabbana's. I've got the only one. It's in the wrong bottle, but this one Lori gave me. This one is beautiful. It's a sweet kind of caramely fragrance. A little bit more elevated than a black opium, but it's not my favorite. Dolce & Gabbana's the only one intense. This one, as you heard, see, I smell it and I'm like, I can't get rid of it. I love the opening on this one. It's just stunning, but then the dry down is quite woody, and I'm not as keen on that dry down. So yeah, this one's on the shopping block as well. We'll see what happens. One from Dolce & Gabbana that I absolutely adore is Dolce Garden. This one, it just smells feminine and soft and coconut, and there's magnolia in it, and it just smells, it smells so yummy. I really enjoy wearing this one, especially in the spring. Two that I enjoy wearing in the summer from Dolce & Gabbana is Toile Imperatrice. This one is like watermelon, kiwi, watery, sweet, musky goodness. I love this one. I just think it's so refreshing, yet a little bit, like just a hint, like it's innocent and refreshing, and yet there's that little hint of musk, which just adds a little bit of interest. So this one's really nice. And then probably one of my favorite from Dolce & Gabbana is Light Blue's Love is Love. I like this one way better than the original Light Blue on me. So there's lemon, there's raspberry, there's whipped cream. I don't know, this just smells like a lemon sorbet deliciousness to me, and I'm in love with it. Love it for the summer. Doesn't last long, but I don't care. It's here to stay. 2 Paco Rabanne Olympia flankers. I've got Olympia Aqua. This one has orange. There's ginger. It smells like Olympia, but then there's a little bit of orange citrus to this, which just kind of brightens it up a little bit. You still get the salt, you still get the vanilla, but it's less cloying, so I really enjoy this one. And then Olympia Intense. This one is just vanilla, amber, salt. It's very salty. I think that this is so extremely sexy. Yeah, so this is great for evenings. You could wear this one you could wear this one all year round. It's gorgeous. So if you don't like salt, stay away from it. Just mentioned it recently is By the Fireplace by Maison Margiela. This one will go to my son, I think. As much as I love it, it's just too woody for me. So I still love it. I don't want to see it completely go because I want to be able to sniff it whenever I want. I love the wood, like there's chestnut, there's gaiac wood that smells like it's a fire that's burning, there's marshmallow in it, there's vanilla, so it's a beautiful fragrance. But just wearing it, I find that the wood gets a little bit too much on my skin. Now my Guerlain fragrances, I will start with, you know, my baby, Mon Guerlain. This one is a vanilla sweet but lavender fragrance. It's got florals in it. It's very feminine. It smells comforting to me. Some people feel like this smells like a men's aftershave because of that lavender. I just think it smells sweet, feminine, alluring, and very comforting. Black Perfecto by La Petite Robe Noire, which is a Guerlain fragrance. This one smells very similar to the La Petite Robe Noire, except it's got a little bit of leather in there. So I don't find it that much different because I've got a big sample of the original, but this one has just a little bit more depth. I find that smelling this on the cap, it's kind of boring, but on the skin, getting whiffs of it throughout the day, I just love this one. This is one that I can't stop wearing. Another one by Guerlain is Terracotta. This is one of my favorite fragrances. I love this. It smells like this is summer in a bottle to me. It smells rich. It smells luxurious. You could wear this all year round, I think. It's just absolutely beautiful. Smells like an elevated white floral. It's got some tropical florals in there, so I think there's ylang ylang. There's some coconut in there, but it just smells, it smells like, you know how like the beachy fragrances, and then there's the luxury beach fragrance that only rich people wear. That would be this one. The last Guerlain for now is Santal Royal by Guerlain. This one is a spicy, intoxicating fragrance. It's got oud, it's got spices, it's unisex. It's so amazing. I love the cinnamon in it. This is an absolutely stunning, luxurious, rich, like bougie fragrance. Love it. Prada La Femme. Now this is another one. You could wear this one all year round, but for me, this has become kind of associated with summer because I wore it on holidays. To me, it's similar to a Terracotta as far as being kind of bougie smelling. I just love this one. I know some people just find it really boring. This one, from the bottle to the scent, is a winner for me. Next is my only Narciso Rodriguez, and it is Pure Musk for Her. This one, again, it's musk. It's nice. It actually smells quite like there's something that's a bit sexy to this one. It smells clean and crisp. So I like this one actually better than Sarah Jessica Parker's Lovely, although they're similar. This one lasts longer to me, but I find that I just don't gravitate towards it because it's just not really my vibe. So I need to try pair it with other things because I think it would be good with other stuff. And it does smell, it actually smells quite sophisticated, but it's not a love. One that is a love is Trussardi's Donna. This, from the bottle to the scent, this is like a lemony fragrance, but it's creamy and sweet and delicious, and seriously, one of my favorite fragrances of all time. So next fragrance is Tom Ford's Noir Parfum. Oh, this is so beautiful. When I smell this, actually, when I think about it, it's not like Elizabeth Arden's Fifth Avenue Royal. Like the Fifth Avenue Royale has a bit of the same vibe, but this is way more luxe. So it's gorgeous. It's discontinued, which is just a crying shame because I think Noir Parfum Extreme is a lot more masculine, and this is just sex in a bottle. Like, this is amazing. Another one that's just a huge favorite is Eau de Soleil Blanc by Tom Ford. Again, bougie vacation vibes on this one. This one's a little more sunscreeny, but so, so beautiful. Then my fancy Fragrance Dubois fragrances. I have Siberian Rose and Milano. So Siberian Rose, it's quite sweet, it's quite fruity. I smell more tuberose, I would say, than I do rose in this one. It's light. I would say it smells delicate. I'm looking forward to wearing this one in the spring. Now this one has leather, and this one has leather as well. Now the leather in this one is a little bit more prominent. This one's a little less sweet. It's a little more smoky, smells very sophisticated, smells like a very put together woman. She knows her style, but it's very simple and elegant. That's this. So they're both gorgeous fragrances. They just don't last very long, especially this one. This one doesn't last very long, like 4 hours. So yeah, that's unfortunate, but they're both beautiful. They both have a sophistication and kind of a delicate aspect to them. They're not beasts. They're a little bit more subdued, but gorgeous. One of my favorites, of course, is Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. This just smells so amazing to me. When I smell it, I just instantly feel happy. It smells peaceful to me somehow. I love the sunshiny quality of the orange and bergamot in this. The longevity is phenomenal on this, and it's also very sophisticated. I like sophistication. I might not be sophisticated, but I at least want to smell that way. Okay, last one is Dior's Addict. This one is a spicy vanilla. Ooh, this smells so good. It smells spicy, it smells sexy, it smells seductive, it smells luxurious and rich. It's really, really beautiful. Love it. And that is it. That is all of my collection. I hope that you enjoyed this. I know it was a little bit longer. Let me know if you want a video of all my travel sprays, let's say, which would be a shorter video, and one of all my minis, because I've got like, I don't know, about 20 minis as well that I could take you through if you're interested. So weigh in the bottom, let me know. And yeah, I guess that's it. My collection! It wasn't actually as big as I thought it was. Like, somehow I thought the collection was way larger than it actually turned out to be. But yeah, this is it. So have an amazing week. We'll talk to you soon.